Hello, Universal Energies. It's your girl, Taurus Takeover, here to do a love reading for my Geminis. Hey, Geminis. Let's get right into your love reading. Okay, Geminis. So we're gonna start down here. All right. I tried to avoid these cards, even as I was shuffling. This came out, and then this still popped out. All right. So it may not be as bad as it looks. All right. So let's just go there, Gemini. Your energy is coming up here strong, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all right? But you could also be dealing with those signs in your environment. It does not have to be. But this is telling me that there's some things you need to keep to yourself, okay? Maybe some ideas or something you really would like to communicate and say. That doesn't mean shut down and don't say anything. It just means, you don't have to spill everything. There's some things that you need to keep to yourself. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy is here. All right. So maybe you're holding on to some assets, right? Some money, um, or even, maybe something about a house, right? Or a move that maybe happened, right? Maybe you moving from the city or something like that. Or just thinking about moving. All right. This is for some Geminis, not all Geminis. But it's like that's your focus right now, or that's what needs to be your focus, right? Just kind of like keeping to yourself, staying focused on the present, not worrying about things that have been said, right? Maybe some things have been said to you or about you. Um, this is a love reading. So, about your lover, right? Or maybe even some things that were said at home. I mean, excuse me, maybe some things that were said, well, we're going to keep it. Maybe some things that were said at home or on your job, right? That kind of like hurt you to the core type vibe. Um, Spirit is saying, get over it. That's cold. That's cold, Spirit. You gonna tell Gemini just like that? Yep. Spirit saying, get over it. You heard it. You've heard the truth. You've heard the things. Now it's time to move beyond that. Spirit is saying start fresh. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here again. Start fresh. Start new. Right. Go ahead and make the offer. Right. So say if you've been silent lately and you haven't been communicating a lot, then maybe it's time for you to go ahead and make the offer to communicate. Right. Even if that person has been kind of like running off, not communicating to you, or vice versa. It could be you, but it's time for you to go ahead and make the gesture, right? To say, let's go ahead and communicate, or let's go ahead and spend some more time together, or, you know, um, let's go ahead and make this, build this relationship. Let's go ahead and invest, right? But let's start fresh. That's the energy I'm getting for the Geminis right now. Give me a moment, Gemini. Let me look over the card to make sure and see if there's any more messages. Yeah, so this could be a starting fresh after an argument, right? This could be starting fresh after just a deep loss or hurt that has happened. And like I say, you've probably been keeping some things to yourself, like holding things tight. And you probably needed to at that time, right? Or during this time. Um, only saying little bits, right? But keeping the book of how you feel, what you think, even some ideas you have. You got a bunch of ideas. Gemini, you got a bunch of ideas, right? So I don't know if this is love ideas. Maybe you thinking about something special you like to do for your loved one, right? And you got a bunch of ideas and you just kind of keeping it to yourself, right? So maybe this could also show itself as a surprise, maybe you or the other person is trying to surprise you with a special trip, or a love offer, or a new home, or something like that, more money, right? So they've been kind of, if they've been seeming sneaky or something like that, it could be that they're just trying to surprise you, or maybe you're trying to surprise them, right? And just keeping things to yourself until it's time for you to reveal it, or it's time for them to reveal it. Okay. Let's see what else, Gemini. This is gonna be quick and to the point. Yeah. So if you've been sneaking off, or they've been sneaking off, and it just seems weird, it could really just be about they're trying to do something new for you, or get some type of offer. They could even be trying to end things, like say if they have other things going on outside of you that they're trying to deal with. Maybe they have negative thoughts, or people have said things to them that hurt them, and maybe they don't want to talk to you about it, right? Maybe it could be embarrassing for them to deal with, and it's like they just you know keeping it to themselves. But this could also be you, right? Um so it's like they just have to deal with it, or you just have to deal with it, right? And once you're over it, then you'll be ready to really, go in with that new love offer, right? Or once, what I say, you over it or they're over it, then they'll be ready to come back, right? And be ready to communicate. Okay. So not all sneaking off is cheating. Sometimes it's truly healing from, you know, things that just have been said or just happened to a person. It may have to do with work. May have to do with their stability, or even your stability or your job, Gemini. And it's like, I love you, but I just, just had to deal with this. I got to get me right first. That's the vibe I'm getting. So they love you, but they just trying to get themselves together. It's something within their own mind, within their own thinking. They have their own ideas, that they're trying to deal with, or that you're. This could be you, Gemini. It could be vice versa. That's the thing about tarot. It could be you, it could be them. But I'm going to mention it all because it's coming up. All right. Um, I'm also getting go back to the drawing board, right? So if you had a lot of ideas and you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, I got some old ideas. It's time to start fresh, right? If you had some old things, ideas for your love life, and maybe they didn't work out. Maybe you had some plans for your lover, right? Or the way you thought your life should be right now, the way you thought your stability should be right now, and maybe they didn't work out. And spirit is like, go back to the drawing board, but start fresh. It may be time to, lay those old ideas to rest and start fresh. But stay focused in the present with the Four of Pentacles here. Stay focused in the present. If you need to get away to, what they say, woman heal thyself, man heal thyself. If you need to get away just to get your mind right, just to focus on your health, to focus on your stability, to focus on your money, right? To focus on your relationships, to focus on your investments, right? Some of you probably have dreads or dealing with somebody that got dreads. Not everybody, but y'all know I'm gonna mention it. Okay. But if that's you, or you're dealing with that type of person, it's just like you need to get away or they need to get away. But this your reading, so I'm talking about you. You just kind of need to get away to focus on those things. And then once you kind of do that, then it's like, you know what? Go ahead and end any negative thoughts, because you probably got a lot of thoughts and they wasn't beneficial to you. So spirit is like, in the negative thoughts. It's a new day. Yes, all those ideas. Some of them worked out. Some of them gonna be good for the future, but a lot of them didn't. But that's okay if they didn't work out. Start fresh. Start new. Okay. Even if you're with the same person, it's like starting fresh with the same person, right? Starting new, acting new with the same person you've been dealing with. And some of you, you actually do need to start new with a new person, but that's not the vibe I'm getting. But I still got to touch all the Geminis. So some of you need to start new with the old person, right? The same person you've been dealing with. But after you go through your mental, emotional healing, right? And getting the clarification that you need about your own life, then it's like start new, start fresh. Forget about all the old stuff that was said. Forget about the arguments. Forget about what didn't work out. Make a new offer. Start fresh. Start new and communicate how you feel. And stay focused on your health. Stay focused on your money. Stay focused on your relationships. And stay focused on your investments as well, Gemini. Okay, so this is a love reading, but all kind of stuff came up in this love reading. Didn't it, Gemini? Didn't it, Gemini? Didn't it, Gemini? Yes, it did. All right. Some of y'all may be dealing with somebody that's younger than you, or you may be younger than them. Young boy, young baby boy, or young boy. So this could be coming up child, right? Maybe you got a young boy or young child in your life. Um, that may be trying to offer help and trying to assist you. And I don't know. I don't know if you try to creep off and do your own thing, like I don't need no help, or just leave me alone right now. Not that you upset with them. It's just like, man, I got my own stuff going on. I'm trying to deal with right now. I see all kind of stuff up here in this Gemini reading. Okay, we got to hit both of the Geminis, right? Um, but yeah, if somebody gives you an offer to assist you, let them help you. Okay. And if you see that somebody else needs some assistance emotionally, right? Or just need somebody to talk to, or just need somebody to flesh out ideas, right? About love or even about business, right? Go ahead and make the offer. Okay. But the main message, Gemini, here is to start fresh, start new. Start fresh, start new in your thinking. Start fresh, start new in your relationships and the way that you're communicating. And I see that will benefit your love life greatly. So thanks so much for joining me. Make sure you check out the Gemini playlist. Ask your soul what it needs to hear and then press shuffle, and that'll be the messages that you need to hear. Thank you to everybody that's already pressed subscribe. I'm on the road to 1K. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and press it right now. I appreciate you in advance, okay, for helping the channel grow, and it gets me in the YouTube algorithm so they can share it with more people. And remember, we have other signs playlist. So if you're dealing with another sign, go check out their playlist and see what they got going on. We call that cross watching, and it is welcome on my channel. So thanks so much for joining. Share some love, share some light, enjoy your life, and I will see you Geminis in the next video.